मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय
That was possible because of a very well thought through strategy that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi Ji, he adopted, he implemented, and what is that strategy? That strategy is investing in the long-term future of the country, investing in productivity of the country, investing in building better communities, investing in making a very sustained difference in people's lives, investing in infrastructure. There are very many direct and indirect benefits to this strategy. If you look at the numbers, the investment in infrastructure grew from $40 billion to $50 billion to $70 billion to 90, and in the current budget it is $132 billion. Huge amounts, and simultaneously creating that capacity to absorb this amount, this kind of amount, and bringing that quality in the world. Everywhere you go in the country, you'll see new highways, new stations, new railway lines being built, new port terminals, new airports, new engineering colleges, new All India Institute of Medical Sciences. It's like a phenomenal growth happening everywhere. It's showing up in the GDP structure as the percentage of and electronics and IT. Indian Railways is one of the largest organizations in the world. 8 billion passengers we carry every year. 8 billion. That's like huge. Right? 7,000 stations, 22,000 trains, and 1.2 million employees. Imagine my flight when the annual performance appraisal time. Right? Who are the CEOs in this room? Any? Right? Imagine that problem. Okay, so how do you transform an organization of this magnitude, this complexity, this size? First and foremost, who's the most important stakeholder of railways? The passenger. So bring a change in the life of the passenger. To begin, the stations. Anybody from Madhya Pradesh here? Bhopal? पहचानना आता है? Rani Kamlapati station. What it was before and what it is now. Practically like an airport. Totally reconstructed, fully redeveloped, absolutely on world-class standards. One after the other. This is Jamnagar. Anybody from Gujarat? Kemcho? Ajama? Gujarat, Gandhinagar Capital Station. And this tall building that you see, that is exactly on top of the tracks. So how do you create new urban space where the congestion, where the urban density is already very high? Create more land from air. About the tracks, about the platforms. That's the way New India is thinking, right? This is Ahmedabad. Again, only one person from Gujarat here? This side? Oh, now you raised it. Last time you did. You like this a lot. This is Ahmedabad. Again, the thought process is while we are building world-class stations, what are the elements of heritage that we can pick up and include in this? This is Modhera Sun Temple. Do you recognize Modhera Sun Temple? Dekha hai? It has changed. This is an element taken from Modhera Sun Temple. These are the rays of sun, right? So create a structure which reflects the heritage, the rich culture of that place. Our Prime Minister says, Virasat bhi, Vikas bhi. Virasat is heritage, Vikas is development. So combine heritage and combine development and you get what this is. This is Mumbai, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminal. Anybody from Mumbai? Aha. क्या लगता है? झकास. The contemporary station of CSMT is King's Cross Station in London. So we got some of the best architects from the entire world and asked them that when you redevelop this station, this should look better than King's Cross. And people should come from London to see this station. That's the target picture. And amazing design. Most important, each and every element of heritage has been maintained, enhanced, and kept intact. That's the way, that's the journey. This is Jaipur. Anybody from Rajasthan? Yeah. Now getting ready for exporting to the world. Our Prime Minister inaugurated this train in Gandhinagar. This is the technical reason why this train is so good. When we grew up, generally we had a definition of the word bogie. Bogie means kya? Right? Whatever we see that is a bogie. We sit in a bogie. No, that's not a bogie. Like in a truck, you have a chassis. On top of the chassis, you build the body of the truck. Similarly, in a train, you have a bogie, and on top of the bogie, you build the coach. That's like what bogie is. It's a very complex mechanical system. 18 different systems interacting with each other. The wheels sit on it, the helical springs, the air spring, the motor sits on it, the bull gear sits on it, the brake system works on this. It's a very complex piece of engineering. And this is where the real design capability comes in. If this is designed well, then even if your tracks are not as good as they are supposed to be, the train will run very well. This provides stability, this provides practically everything. So we put tremendous effort in designing this bogie very well. How many of you are like mechanical engineers here? Okay, quite a substantial number. I should not make any mistakes. So in the typical bogie design, the design margin is like 4 mm kind of margin is there. In this, we took a challenge to the engineers, we gave a challenge to the engineers that let's design a bogie which will be superior to the bogies which are working in the whole of Europe, Japan, which are kind of gold standards for railway. So we gave a design margin of 1 mm max. It was very difficult. The whole design process itself took like 3.5 months, 4 months, then validating that design, building the prototype. It was very complex. But the end result was phenomenal. The train is superb in terms of performance, in terms of passenger comfort. And look at this. This is at 180 kilometers per hour, and this glass full of water that on the driver's cabin doesn't shake. The world shakes. When they hear this, when they see this, the whole world shakes. And look at this. This is inside an aeroplane. Like it? Love it? Yes. Good. So this is what Vande Bharat 400 meters distance, both the trains stop. automatic train protection. That's the power of technology. That's the spirit in which New India is getting built. And comes the bullet train. Like it, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, anybody from Surat? खूब मजा आएगा देखने में. So अभी आएगी उड़ीसा में. So
LA to San Francisco.
no comments.
We need an LA to San Francisco train.
Comment on this. Within a short time, 185 kilometers of pillars are there. Massive construction, superb pace of construction, and huge casting yards. Look at this casting yard, and amazing automation in the work. So look at this casting yard. Each of the girders is like 40 meters span. 1,100 tons. Like carrying one girder, that much load has to be carried by 50 different cranes, 50 different trucks. These huge cranes, they carry the girders, take it near the pillars, and this guy will pick it up, place it on this transporter which is 216 wheels. Then the girder moves forward to the last pillar which was constructed. Another crane picks it up and places it nicely onto the track. Rapid construction. And look at this. This was traffic which was moving while the construction was going. Because it's so safe. This technology, construction technology is so safe. The Japanese Prime Minister, when he started getting reports from the diplomatic channels how the work is progressing, he sent his advisors, go out, see what's happening. Something strange is happening. They came, they saw, and they were so surprised. Many of them said, we never believed this kind of work can ever be done. Amazing. What happens is, when you do okay, this is Par River. This is, I just wanted to show the pace of work. November 2000, more than mobile phone, and made millions and millions of transactions in smooth, absolutely seamless manner. And how this was possible? This was possible because our Prime Minister had a very clear vision that unlike in many countries where technology is concentrated in the hands of a few companies, we should have a system which democratizes technology, which makes sure that it is inclusive growth in digital economy, which makes sure that every brilliant mind who has an idea should get an opportunity to have a startup and build a unicorn. Any financial service can be